Okay, so it works. Let's copy this one and paste it in here, and let's make it like, I'll also take, so like one. I want this to print in a different line. Let's see. Yeah, it works. So it will show you the oh sorry, I forgot to change these number of columns in the data, so it will show the columns. Columns in product data. So yeah, it works. And now let's do this for the another data frame. Let's copy this one, paste it in here, and this one will be the categories data. So it will show the same thing, like number of in the category data. Category data like this, yeah. But this one is showing the same data because I didn't change the data frame. So when I change the data frame, it shows differently. You see? Okay. So now let's start working with the product data. Okay. So I will write one headline, working with the product data. So it's a good practice to mark it down, whatever you are doing, to give you a track to keep working the product data. So at first I'll get the information of the data set. So I'll work with the product data right now. So I'll take the df1. So I can type something like df1.head to get the information of the column and rows. You see here, I can see all the columns in here. The rows are like, it's a huge amount of rows in here, so it will only show the top 5, or you can change it by mentioning a number in here, for example 10. I don't need this one, so only 4 will be good for me. Yeah. Sorry, I put 40 here. Yeah. Okay. So you can see the column names in here: last price, category ID, is bestseller, or bought in last month. The quantity of this one, the price here, reviews, the stars, and also the product title in here. Now let's get some information. For example, df1.info. If I type here like this, it will give me the information of the data type, count, and non-nulls and everything. You see, it divides it by the column. So this function is really helpful. Now we can check the null values of dataset, but there are like several ways of doing this. I will try like 2 or 3 ways, so you can have an idea like what to use and when to use. It depends on you. For example, let's start with declaring a variable null exists. So I'm declaring a variable null exists, and I'll take the data from 1. So if there is any null value, I'll use this function is null dot any and dot any. The first any checks each column and returns true if. The second any checks this result across all columns. If at least one column has a true, indicating the least one null value in the column, it will return true. So that's the reason for using these 2 any's in here. Now I'll write an if statement. If null exists, print, what it will print, there is there are, sorry, there are null cells in the data set, okay, and if else, what will happen? It will print there are no null cells in the data set, okay. Let's see if it works. Okay, there are no null cells in the data set, you can see it. Another way is, okay, let's see another way. For example, here also I will declare another variable named null counts. So I'll take df1 dot is null if there is any null values. So it will sum it up and it will show you. So print, I have to print this null variable, this variable null counts, okay. So as you can see here, the column wise there are no null values in here. That's good. There's another way. Let me show you this one. Actually this way is the similar way, but just you have to like use this code and you can like add one of these statements in here, so it will show you there. It's not important, let's keep it. Now let's start finding some valuable insights from the data set. So for that I will write another heading. For example, finding some valuable insights. I will mark it as markdown and put it in here, okay. So let's check once again the head, so to see the column names, okay. So as you can see here, there is one column is bestseller. So initially we can find like how many products are bestsellers. So let's find it out. The first question is how many products are bestsellers, okay. So to find that, to answer this question, how many products are bestseller, okay, let's make it like small questions here as markdown. Yeah, so this one is a small heading, that's for that I use like 3 hashtags. For the big headings you only use 1 hashtag, okay. So I'll take data frame 1 and I'll take the column is best seller, okay. So I'll count the value counts. I'll use this function value counts. So let's see what happened. Okay, I will use this one. It's not necessary here, the dot, okay. So as you can see, the false value is like 1 million, and the true value is only 6,391. Okay, so there are like only 6,391 products that are bestsellers, bestseller products. To see the star ratings of the best-selling, only the products that are bestseller. To see the star ratings, like what star rating has the highest number here in within the bestseller number of products. So to find that, let's mark it down like find what are the star ratings of the bestseller product? What are the star ratings of best-selling products? We'll count the star ratings. Count the star ratings. Okay. So let's count it. For that, I need two columns. Number one is the bestseller, and number two is the star ratings. Okay. So I'll take data frame 1, and within data frame, data frame 1, I'll take the column is best seller. So it will be true. It will be true. So this is my one thing, and I'll put this one in the data frame once again. So I put the condition here that is bestseller will be the true, and I'll take another column. It's called like the star. It's like the stars. So I'll do the value count. So as you can see, it will take this from the data frame 1. This column will be true. This is the condition that I gave in here, and then it will start looking for the star ratings of the data frame 1 of this column, and it will count the values and it will return the value. Okay, so let's see if it works. Yeah, it works. So as you can see, the 4.6 rating has like 1,312 products, best-selling products. So the 3,000 products have like close to 4.5 to 4.7 rating. Okay, that's good to know. So one best-selling product had like 2.8 rating. Wow, that's interesting. Okay. Now we can we can do something interesting. For example, we can counting the star values and sorting with the highest value counts. The highest value counts. Okay. So let's do it. This is very simple. I'll take only the data frame and only one, like the stars, one column. And then I'll put the value counts. So it counts the value, as you can see, like 30,000. Wow, 133,000. 4.6, 4.7 is like 111,000. Okay. Cool. So it works with the whole data set. Okay, it's something valuable. Now let's mark it down with something, for example, finding. Now we are digging down a bit more, finding the highest revenue generating product. Revenue product. Okay. To find that. Okay, let's see df1 dot head. So there, as you can see, there is like no revenue column in here in the data set, but you can create one revenue column for generating the revenue column. You need two informations: the price and the quantity of the product. Yeah. the price is this one, and the bought in last month, the quantity of is this one. So we can generate the revenue from here. Yeah. So let's do it. So I'll take data frame 1 and I will create one revenue column. I'll name it revenue, and this will be df1 dot, you can see, price column multiply by df1 dot bought in last month. Okay, and yeah, it worked. So let's check df1 dot head now, and you can see, as expected, there is one new revenue column in here, and it multiplied the value of these two, price and bought in last month. Okay, so that's cool. Now we can sort this by the highest revenue value to find out the highest revenue generating product. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'll take df1 dot sort value. So it will sort value by how? By revenue. And the ascending will be false. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, this sorted it with the ascending value, the highest revenue generated product. Okay. Let's see. Let's make it like true and see how it happens. So yeah, as expected, as you can see, it generates from the lowest to the highest. Yeah, and the highest value is this one. Yeah. Okay. So let's make it false, and it shows the values. Yeah. So you can see here the highest revenue generating product is PlayStation 5 console, PS5 console. Okay. Yeah, that's something interesting. But we need to like present this one in a very easy way to like read. Right now it's very hard to read because you have to like go through the whole data set back and forth and understand like so let's just make it more easier to read. Okay. So I will now let's plot this one in a like graphical way so you can understand it very easily. So for that we'll use the matplotlib library, and also we'll use Seaborn. Okay, let's go in here and let's import